teaching children, I feel is easier than teaching adults or training adults, because adults have their own mindsets, they have their own thinking, they have their own reasons for getting training. So to align with them, there are certain set of skills that each trainer should have. And that is the purpose of this whole training, that what are the things that you should be doing, what are the do's, what are the don'ts, and what are the other skills we need to work on. कि हम इसको टीचिंग ही समझ के, कुछ लोग टीचिंग समझ के आ जाते हैं ट्रेनिंग करने के लिए, सो वो वाला स्टाइल, फिर then they do not find success. And the other qualities that you have, that you should have as a trainer, are very, very important. So this is what we will be exploring in these 3 days. और उसमें ज़रा टेक्नोलॉजी का भी एंगल आ गया है because of many trainings going online. So we have Umar Fahim tomorrow talking how to integrate technology while training. And then on the third day, I'm talking about value-based training, where I feel that working on the values is very, very important for किसी भी profession में trainer हो तो उसकी values should align with the profession they are in, and how to develop those and bring them out. वो हम सबके अंदर होती हैं, but ये है कि उसको कैसे जो है how to align it to our goals as trainers. So that is about the training program. Thank you.
And Mrs.
Thank you
Mudassir,
so very
before
much.
you leave and before I am introduced, I just want to make a compliment and a comment. This the in a world and in times when everybody's in a way in a race of showing off things, and just doing what appears to be good, I must appreciate your initiatives, and I must appreciate your foundation's work on to ensuring that there is concrete opportunities and pragmatic learning options for people. So, mashallah, I don't know
Yes.
how good it sounds to saying it in right in your presence and in front of you. कि आपके initiatives are always, I find them innovative and I find them very credible. और ये जब आपने ट्रेनिंग का मुझे कहा तो मेरे मतलब straight from my heart was के a live trainer. But I was very happy to see that all three topics are much needed, and I am sure will be much appreciated once they are delivered. So thank you very much for taking me on board. A great opportunity for me to share my little knowledge and humble experience.
Thank you, Kashif, for joining actually. क्योंकि I have worked with a number of people, so जिनसे जो है वो आपका ना सोच मिलती हो, दिल मिलता हो, तो आप उनके साथ काम करके मजा आता है. So you are one of them, and thank you for taking out time for this training.
Jazakallah.
So over to Azra now to introduce Kashif, and I will take leave because I just got out, excused myself for 10 minutes to talk to you people and welcome Kashif on board. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rafia. Kashif, it's 4:05 right now, so we will wait. Do you think so? We should wait for 2-3 minutes more before we take a start and introduce you.
That is perfectly all right, and I hope you
Okay,
have
we will.
some way to pop out maybe a message to the trainees again, because online I having done my batches, we are daily almost doing Quran course also. So last minute intimation works great if they are sent the message again. So
Yeah, I am going to contact them personally and see that they can join us quickly. Okay, give
yeah,
me 2-3 minutes. Thank you.
perfect,
I'm
perfect.
just coming back. I think it's 4:10, Kashif.
जी.
So I'll start introducing you.
Sure.
And then after the introduction, we had Larev. I think she left in between, and we are just calling her to see. We had Mavish, we had Miss Fozia Yu, we had Miss Hani Raza. So we are coordinating with them. They'll soon join. So आपके बारे में पढ़ रही थी, and I was, so happy to see that you are a consultant and a master trainer at IPD. And you've also done your professional development residency from University of North Carolina, Wilmington, USA. Mr. Malik has been in management and leadership training for almost 18 years and have received national recognition for the Patronage of Knowledge Award from Government of Pakistan. He has been part of UNICEF, UNICEF initiatives on education, consultations on national standards for teachers in Pakistan, and worked with government of Punjab and Sindh. You have a strong hold on technology integration in education. Mr. Kasif have coined mindset and active TNA, an original Pakistani contribution to body of knowledge on teachers education and training. Mr. Kashif has been master trainer of HEC, member core committee HEC, on undergraduate curriculum and visiting trainer of various universities in Pakistan and abroad. So we welcome you over here, Mr. Kashif, and we will be, I know, end of the session, we will be filled up with all your ideas, and definitely they are going to help us a lot. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mrs. Azra Ali. And I hope you can hear me, and the screen can be seen. Everything is clear.
Ji Kashif, we can see you.
Okay.
And we have got Lareb Noor also over here. She's
Okay.
been joining us soon. And definitely we can start, and in between we'll take out the time and we are going to ask the participant to introduce themselves at the end of the session. Okay?
Sure. Sure.
You can start yourself.
Yes.
We can
As
see
and
your
when they
slide
join, so we'll
quite well.
keep on making them part of the training. So I seek refuge in Allah from devil the outcast, Allah the most beneficent and the most merciful. هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون? Can those who know and those who do not be equal? With this message from Quran, I say Assalamu alaikum to all of you and a very good afternoon. This is indeed a pleasure and an honor to be engaged in this process of training and helping each other to grow and move forward. We all understand there could be nothing more noble than being, a teacher and teaching others and educating others. But a trainer's role is even higher and bigger and greater in scope when we can help out many other who are in the process of engaging and helping and supporting those who are spreading the message and spreading the development process, so helping them out. In this connection, it is always a pleasure to be in a process of training and development. So today, inshallah, we begin this wonderful idea conceived by Nurul Huda Education and our very dear friend and colleague, Mrs. Rafia Mudassir. So the Mrs. Rafia Mudassir. So I see it is a great an ideal combination of the concepts and topics much needed today. So with from its topic to the elements of it, it is a perfect mix. Training beyond boundaries. I got a chance to also offer and deliver this session, which comes straight from my heart. So the as the topic comes straight from my heart, the entire knowledge and a little wisdom I have on the coming slide comes from my collection of practices and reflection of the last 18 years, which I have tried, while designing it to be tested on the relevant literature and authentic resources. So, moving forward, this a live trainer, which is first of the series of the trainings, next coming on technology, and the third one on the value-based training. And as I said earlier, makes a great combination for the trainers, whether aspiring or novice or into training for long. So now within this session, we'll try, inshallah, you know the session helps people to equip themselves and HR personnel with the skills required to excel in training design and delivery both. Though as the name says, a live trainer is more about how the trainer acts and reacts in a training session. So the focus has to be more on training delivery and less on the training design, because in a this short span of time, it will be unfair to try to cover all the phases. But at the same time, I had a realization: if we begin and if there are people who are new to the training and I start talking about the training delivery only, that will be unfair with them. So realizing that, I have put some elements of, you know, uh, before training, uh, lifespan of the trainer, and then after training activities of the trainer. So in a way, this will become inshallah a wholesome concept on training design and delivery. So keeping that in mind, our objectives today within these 2 hours will inshallah try to, uh, number one, identify stages of training design and delivery. What are these, and how can we work for each stage separately to be more focused and to be more effective. Number two, now I've taken a different approach for imparting this subject. Uh, by the way, just let me know in the chat box of my audience if it is okay to be communicating English, or you want me to be bilingual, or if there is any difficulty, we can go a mix of different languages. So differentiate between a live and dead trainer, and then uh, adopt key characteristics of a professional trainer, a truly alive trainer. So चलें जी, ग्रेट मिक्स ऑफ डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस, परफेक्ट, आई थिंक दैट विल बी गुड। जी बिल्कुल, हम कोशिश करते हैं कि वैसे भी उर्दू हमारी बड़ी ज़बरदस्त ज़ुबान है। उर्दू है जिसका नाम हम ही जानते हैं दाग, सारे जहां में धूम हमारी ज़ुबान की है। तो क्यों ना लारेब हम आपकी ख्वाहिश भी पूरी करने की कोशिश करते हैं। सो आई ट्राई कि मैं आई स्विच बिटवीन दी डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस। चलें बिल्कुल ठीक है, और भी आ गया जी कि आप बायलिंगुअल हो जाएं। सो सो दैट विल मेक थिंग्स इजी फॉर मी एज वेल, कि चलें उर्दू में भी साथ हम इंशाल्लाह कम्युनिकेट करेंगे। तो इन तीन ऑब्जेक्टिव्स पे फोकस करते हुए विल कम टू मूव फॉरवर्ड। सो लेट्स डू सम गपशप बिफोर आई मूव फॉरवर्ड, सो आई गेट टू नो आप कौन हैं एंड यू गेट टू नो मी मोर। सो let's have some very basic questions from you. One, how long have you been in training? अच्छा, आप मेरे साथ कैसे इंटरेक्ट करेंगे? प्लीज फॉलो टू रूल्स। वन, you can raise hand in the chat box. You know in the Zoom application, when you click on the screen, there are options. You can go in that, you can raise hand, and you can then unmute yourself after raising the hand, or you can write it down in the chat box. So both ways will be acceptable for me. However, you are requested, whenever you unmute yourself and you have responded, please mute yourself at the earliest, so that the other participants are not disturbed. So let me know, how long have you been in training? Anyone of you would like to respond? Okay, great, mashallah. I see somebody in training for the last 4 years. Okay, yeah, Lare, please go ahead, you can. Okay, mashallah. I have somebody with 15 years. Okay, great. Alhamdulillah. So so then I'm going to learn a lot from our fellow trainer who is in training for last 15 years. And there's somebody who's totally new. That's great. Okay. So Lareb is new. Farheen has been in training for 4 years, and we have an experienced trainer. So that's what actually I was thinking, and when I was planning and designing and thinking about this course, okay, who is going to be our audience? So look at the mix. There are people who are very new, very experienced, and mid career. So, Alhamdulillah, I'm happy that I kept all these things in mind somehow, and I'm sure there'll be something to be offered to each one of you. I kept the language of the training easy for the novice trainers, and I have retained the terminology for those who are entering into training. They should be more familiar with that. And for my very senior fellows, I might have something. You know to offer to you from my personal reflections. So let's see how we go about it. So are you aspiring to be in training? And of course, I'm sure those who are trained, experienced, and the new ones are definitely looking for an opportunity in training. It's a wonderful field, and there's much need in Pakistan of more people, good people, to be in training. And yeah, everybody should come forward and take a try, and should, this is a world where uh, we have come far ahead of the times when it was said, this is natural to some people to teach, this is natural to some people to train. We live in a world where you can learn everything. You might have a blessing, you might be very blessed to have कि जी आपको बहुत अल्लाह ताला की तरफ से कोई खास कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स मिले हुए हैं, ट्रेनिंग स्किल्स मिले हुए हैं, यू कनेक्ट विद पीपल वेरी क्विकली, तो बड़ी अच्छी बात है, वो भी हो सकते हैं। लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वी आर लिविंग इन अ टाइम व्हेन यू कैन लर्न एवरीथिंग, आप हर चीज़ सीख सकते हैं, आप अपने इंटेलिजेंस को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, आप अपनी मेमोरी को बेहतर बना सकते हैं। इत्तेफाक से इस ट्रेनिंग को जब आई वाज वर्किंग ऑन इट, तो आई वाज यूजिंग इवन अनदर बुक ऑन मेमोरी मास्टरी। सो कैसे आप इंशाल्लाह आगे चल के इसका हम ज़्यादा डिटेल से जिक्र करेंगे। सो यू कैन इवन इम्प्रूव योर मेमोरी फॉर बीइंग अ गुड ट्रेनर और गुड टीचर। So why do you want to be in training? That will be my next question. Or maybe those who are in training, how did you come into training? Mashallah. I see a very good response, and I see very central words to the world of training: learn, unlearn, and relearn. That's great. Okay, so I'll be more happy to know from somebody who's new to training, what brings you to it. What is your personal philosophy, your personal passion? Okay, right. That's for self learning. Wonderful. Okay, there could be nothing better than that. That you have a passion for self learning. Okay, and there is, I want to learn and explore more of it. Of course, I mean you should, but when we come into, for self learning, you might just do read books, listen to people. But when you are preparing yourself for training, uh, I'm sure the part of your philosophy is to share this knowledge with others, to reach out to others, to connect to others, to spread it out. And if not, then please add it to your personal philosophy. Connecting to people, sharing your knowledge. There are people who probably would have uh, memory rich like Google. They are encyclopedias, but somehow they don't connect to people, they don't share it with others. So this has to be, for a trainer, it is important that we are a people person. Okay, so I usually say there are three basic ingredients for a trainer. So one, yes, you are a learner, and mashallah, you all have said you are a learner. You believe in learning. Two, you have to have a passion to take that learning out. Just learning and keeping it to yourself, probably then you're only forcing yourself to be a trainer. uh, okay, my voice is breaking. uh, when I do sessions, I always check it with others. Is it the case with everybody? Because normally it happens because of your internet connectivity. Okay, so others might let me know whether my communication is clear to them. So ग्रेट, सो आई गेट अ मैसेज इट्स ओके फॉर सम। तो उस सूरत में आपकी आपकी जो इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी, आपके सिग्नल्स जो है उसकी वजह से इट कुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम। चले जी, सो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, सो एज आई सेड, नंबर वन, you have to be a learner. Number two, you have to have a passion to share it out with others. And number three, you must connect to people. And of course, for that, then your communication and other things, which can always be improved. Great. So now moving forward, today I'm going to take you to a journey, on a journey from a dead to an alive trainer. Uh, I hope and I'm sure that you're all alive people. You must be very alive in your training. So my purpose is to show it to you what I have been experiencing. Luckily, I have had ample opportunity to watch trainers, observe trainers, in a process of developing trainers, leadership trainings, and mentoring trainers, and also seeing very, very senior trainers. So I've been putting my recording, my observations down. So I'll bring to you my observations and show to you how a very good trainer could only be a dead trainer, and what can we do to be a more alive trainers, a truly alive trainers. So with this, on this journey, my first question and a little activity, a thinking activity to you all is this. A very simple question. You might have seen it a number of times in life. You might have been asked this earlier as well. So just let me know. Take a minute to think, reflect. Don't pressurize yourself. When was the last time you did something for the very first time in life? Once you have the answer, please raise hand. I'll be happy to hear you live. Something you did for the first time in your life. Okay, great. So we see Larib here. Okay, Larib, you are unmuted.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Last time I did the presentation in front of a whole crowd, and it was an interactive presentation, and it was a huge step for me. So I'd like to share that.
Wow, great. And when was that?
It was just 16 January, few
16th
days
January.
back.
Okay, great.
Yes,
That
sir.
that makes almost 13 days back, 2 weeks back. Am I right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Okay. Great, great. Anyone else who would like to share? When was the last time you did something for the very first time in your life? Maybe we can take one more response and then we can move forward. We're lucky to have a small group, so we can have a good interaction. We could do more interactivity, take responses. So I think people are pressurizing themselves of thinking about what was the first thing you did in life. Just think of anything, anything from your life, anything from any part of your life, from your personal life, from your professional life, with friends.
Kashif, can I add a few things
Sure,
over
sure.
here from my life? I cannot think of how many years back, but I remember when I first ate the Italian food, that was the time I couldn't even swallow it. I
Okay.
remember that it did not help with my birds, and I was feeling all strange about it. That was the time I can recall. But otherwise, there are so many things, but you have done it so much earlier in your life that you hardly can
True.
think
That,
of. But that I remember that I had, and even eating Chinese food in Hong Kong was quite surprising because it was not Chinese, because we have got Pakistani Chinese food. So
yeah.
that is related with my taste buds, which has really appealed. Thank
True,
you.
true, true. I can very well relate it to my experiences abroad as well. And you said, these were the new things in life, and these were many, many years back when you tried this. Farheen would like to share something. Please go ahead.
Yes, if I talk about my professional experience, so in like two recent 2 years, I have done several things which were very new for me, and that was the first time that I did. One thing was that maybe you can say for this whole year, when this COVID has started, so I have moderated many webinars, and I have worked with many people, like many people whom I have never thought of working with. before this year. So I think that COVID has given me an opportunity, and I have done many things for the first time in this year actually.
True. Very well said. Now, having said all this and shared all this, if when I look at things, I uh, what if I say right now, this very moment, this very second, when you are sitting and we are all sitting together on a topic like training beyond boundaries, a live trainer, first time we are facing each other for this, isn't it the very first time you are doing in life? Why would we think of very, very, very old times? So, what were you thinking actually? What was making it so hard to think about? What was the first thing? When was the last time I did something for the very first time in life? You know, so that's the beginning point for training. As a trainer, as an alive trainer, you are alive. You live the moment. So right now, this is the first time. Every passing moment is the first time in our life we are doing this. Actually, we must remember every moment which we pass in life is a new time. It's not a week back. It's not yesterday. It's not 1 year back. Every moment, the moment we are passing through is new. Okay? It has to be lived a new way. It has to be planned a new way. So it has to be responded a new way. Well, we go to very difficult, hard thinking of simple questions like this. But anyways, that was just for fun. Let's have another fun. I'm sure many of you would have done it in your school days. When we were young, we used to give challenges to each other, to our fellow students. So a similar challenge comes to you all. You might have done it on these days on social media. Sometimes people pop out such challenges to you. So any idea, you can pick up a pencil and a paper, draw 9 equidistant dots on it, and the challenge is you have to join these 9 dots with the help of 4 straight lines. Join these 9 dots with the help of 4 straight lines without picking your pen up. So we can even
No,
allow
I
you
have
to do it
never
on the
done it.
screen.
I have never done this, but we can make a square, I think, and in this way,
Okay.
we
So
will not
make a
pick up
square and
the
let me
pen.
know how many. On your screen, you have the option of annotation, and
Okay.
you can use that. Try that. Well, okay. The first response which I've received is of making a square. Probably she said you can join that, the 9 dots with the help of a square. So if I follow that and if I join it this way, trying to make a. I mean, this has to be straight line. I'm sorry because I'm using a mouse and so probably you're saying this
Yes,
is
in this
how
way,
you.
I will not pick up the pen and it will become a square.
Yeah, this is a
So I
script.
was using my phone, that's why I was not able to annotate. Um,
Okay, 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 perfect.
Trying it here.
But you see 4 straight lines, but one dot is still left. What should we do now?
Can I try, sir?
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
I'm so sorry, my lines are not pretty clear, but I
No,
was trying to just arrange them in a
no
triangle.
problem. No
So
problem. Just do it.
by this structure, it can cover all the dots. Okay.
You're very close. I don't know, probably you are trying to draw the structure which is supposed to be drawn. But the good thing is for us all to understand that lines could go out of the away from the dots to come back to it, to the dots. Yeah, that's wonderful. So now, uh, what is my purpose of showing this to you and to give this activity to you is here. That is, you know, solutions lie outside of our thinking and our perceptions and the boundaries which we set up ourselves. So, commonly said as, you know, thinking outside of the box. So, thinking outside of the box. So, two important things for your journey from a dead trainer to an alive trainer. You have to live in the moment and you have to think outside of the box. So with this, now we give a start to the way I have structured it. uh, Difference between a live and dead trainer. And as I said earlier कि ये सारे की सारा आगे अब स्लाइड्स पर जो देखेंगे is based upon my, this is something comes straight from my heart. Training is my passion. I live it. I was yesterday in a session on a national level consultation for National Academy for Higher Education. So the same I was sharing there, that in Pakistan we need extensive focus on enabling people to be good trainers because we need training in every sphere of life for everyone. I remember I was abroad and I read somewhere sweepers are required, and it was written additional benefits. Training will be given free. Imagine. So training is so valuable in the world abroad, in the developed world, and somehow in Pakistan, though we have challenges, we still need to make people realize the value of training. But we have to learn to be good trainers. We have to train them. We have to find out ways to bring people into this understanding that the training is important, and it makes things easy for us. It makes things better for us. It speeds up things. तो ये सारी चीज़ें जो है वो, because I've been trying doing experiments and all that stuff. So I've tried ke, I brought everything from my 18 years of training experience to this platform and on the coming slides. So I hope there'll be something for you to learn and to begin thinking about training and then emulate the same in your training sessions. So let's move forward and see. Okay, now what I've done is I have placed that whole thing into three phases. Three phases. Before training, which means before you get into the training सेशन, जैसे अभी हम ट्रेनिंग सेशन में हैं, तो इससे पहले का काम जो था व्हेन वी वर नॉट फेस टू फेस, और एंड दिस इज ट्रू फॉर एन ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग और अ ट्रेनिंग वेयर यू आर फिजिकली प्रेजेंट with your trainees. तो नंबर वन, बिफोर ट्रेनिंग, तो हम पहले फेज में उसके ऊपर बात करेंगे. सेकंड फेज इन ट्रेनिंग, ड्यूरिंग ट्रेनिंग, कि जब आप ट्रेनिंग में होते हैं उस वक्त आप what are the things to be taken care of, and who is an alive trainer and who is a dead trainer. And number three, after training, before training, in training, and after training. Once the training is finished, is there still something for us to do, for a trainer to do, or does it finishes when you finish your training? So we will look at the three training phases, and then inshallah we'll end up with a summary in nutshell what I feel is a lesson for the trainer. अच्छा इसमें ये है कि because the session, my idea is that a live trainer is more of प्रैक्टिस. वो जब सेशन चल रहा हो उस दरमियान में कॉन्सेप्ट ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है इसको प्रैक्टिस करने की, इसलिए मेरा ज़्यादा फोकस इस चीज़ पर रहेगा जब हम ड्यूरिंग ट्रेनिंग पर आएंगे. आई माइट बी अ लिटिल क्विक एंड स्पीडियर ऑन बिफोर ट्रेनिंग एंड आफ्टर ट्रेनिंग, बिकॉज आई वांट कि आप सब मेरे साथ फोकस करें ज़्यादा इस चीज़ के ऊपर कि जब आप ट्रेनिंग डिलीवर कर रहे होते हैं, because ultimately your performance in the presence of audience is what makes you a good and an alive trainer. तो उस पर हम इंशाल्लाह ज़्यादा फोकस करेंगे. ठीक है जी. So what do you see on the slide right now?
A description of a live trainer.
Okay. Yeah, but this is before training, okay? Before training one. We have two slides for before training. So the first one is any trainer, and as you all also said in the beginning, is a learner, okay? Is a learner. And I believe uh, the trainer prepares well, creates checklists, and I'm not going to go in detail because I'll go in detail when I'll make a comparison with the dead trainer. So just let me know if you find the understanding any word difficult here. Start thinking and brainstorming. Authentic books are source of information and seeks information about every aspect of training rather than कि जी training करवानी है and that's it. Great, Sele. That's wonderful. I think you have started understanding that deck trainer doesn't involve the participants. We'll come to that later on. Uh, right now, we are in a before training phase. अभी ट्रेनिंग के सेशन में नहीं गए फरहीन. So your point is very good. लेकिन उस पर हम आएंगे जब हम इन ट्रेनिंग की स्लाइड्स को उस फेज को करेंगे. So इस फेज में हम डेड ट्रेनर. डेड ट्रेनर इज अ ट्रांसमिटर, इज नॉट अ लर्नर. वो ट्रांसमिट करता है, ट्रांसफॉर्मर भी नहीं है. ट्रांसमिट, इधर से इंफॉर्मेशन उठाई उधर फेंक दी. यू नो, आई एम सॉरी, डोंट माइंड इफ आई से कि डेड ट्रेनर वॉमिट करता है, ईट्स एंड वॉमिट्स. सो दैट्स माय वे ऑफ एक्सप्लेनिंग इट टू यू. सो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या फर्क है, एक लर्नर कैसे चीजों को डाइजेस्ट करता है एंड देन अपनी ऑडियंस को देखता है और फिर उसको. सो we'll be going in more detail in the coming slides, but here जी लाइव ट्रेनर तो कहते हैं ना जी, प्रिपेयर वेल, लेट मी गेट सम बुक्स, लेट मी टॉक टू पीपल, लेट मी रीड समथिंग, लेट मी थिंक ऑफ अदर थिंग्स, ऑडियंस कैसी होगी, ये सब चीजें. तो डेड ट्रेनर क्या कहता है, वो कहता है आई एम अ नो ऑल, कोई मसला ही नहीं है जी, हर टॉपिक पे मुझे सब कुछ पता है. आई डोंट नीड टू रीड बुक्स अगेन, मुझे कहीं लाइब्रेरी कंसल्ट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. छोटा सा सेशन है, सो नो प्रॉब्लम, आई जस्ट डू इट. तो दैट रिमाइंड्स मी समथिंग ग्रेट. एन अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट वाज आस्क्ड कि how much time will you require if you have to prepare a speech. He said कि speech कितनी देर की होगी. तो it depends on the time of the speech, and in short he was of the you know he wanted to say out कि अगर लंबी स्पीच है तो मुझे कोई वक्त नहीं चाहिए, मैं अभी तैयार हूं. अगर 2 घंटे की 8 घंटे की स्पीच है मैं अभी तैयार हूं, अभी करवा लें. और अगर आपको शॉर्ट स्पीच करवानी है कम वक्त की तो देन गिव मी टाइम. सो उन्होंने कहा जी 5 मिनट की, सिर्फ 5 मिनट. ही सेड देन आई एट लीस्ट आई नीड 2 आवर्स. और in actuality I would have required probably 8 hours. Why do you think he said that? 2 घंटे की तकरीर है तो अभी करवा लें, और 5 मिनट की है तो मुझे यार जी. Yeah, Lare, please go ahead. You can unmute yourself.
Sir, basically, I am a student. I am a bachelor student, so I'd like to share my personal experience here. That when I was a college student, I used to do speeches, जो कि 3 या 4 मिनट की हुआ करती थी. And I remember that time that I needed a lot of effort. उस 3 और 4 मिनट की स्पीच को इतना एफर्ट बनाना ताकि मैं उस कंपटीशन में compete कर सकूं. But as I told you that I did the presentation for about 15 and 20 minutes. So I just remember preparing myself for one day at least. So this is the difference के 2-3 मिनट की जो स्पीच थी मेरी उसका इम्प्रेशन अच्छा हो इसलिए मुझे ज्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ी. बाकी जो 20 मिनट की मेरे प्रेजेंटेशन थी, so I don't have to worry about that.
You still have to worry about that, and I think you worried about that. You spent a day. I'm talking about because mashallah, you are a fresh graduate and then you've been into it, so you very well understand it. So there are trainers who would say, okay, no problem, it's a one-day training, I know everything, I'll just put things together and I'm ready. So that's chaotic. So, and no matter what training you are going to give, you are supposed to prepare yourself. अच्छा, फिर जो अलाइव ट्रेनर्स होते हैं, दे बिलीव के नो, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, राइटिंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट, अल्लजी अल्लमा बिल कलम, Allah even taught through pen. So how could we just make brain lists all the time? No, 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 no. मेरे जहन में है, मुझे पता है क्या करना होता है. So that doesn't work all the time. Okay. Similarly, we have to just give me a minute. Okay, so they make brain lists, all right? Now, a life trainer start thinking and brainstorming when an idea comes, when he has to prepare for a training. और डेट ट्रेनर क्या करते हैं, जंप्स टू डिजाइनिंग एंड डाउनलोडिंग. नो प्रॉब्लम, आई जस्ट गेट, आई कैन डिजाइन इट, ये अभी बन जाएगी और अभी डाउनलोड कर लेंगे. और ट्रेनर्स तो आजकल वेरी सॉरी टू से वो डाउनलोड करते हैं डायरेक्ट स्लाइड्स एंड दैट्स इट एंड दे रन इट फॉर ट्रेनिंग. A live trainer uses authentic books as source of information. और जो डेड ट्रेनर है वो क्या करता है, पिक्स अप द फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम द विकीपीडिया और द गूगल. चलें जी, अब ये सबको जो है वो पढ़ा दें, वेदर नॉट इट इज टेस्टेड, वेदर नॉट इट इज ट्रायल्ड, उसके आउटकम्स भी नहीं पता. और डेड ट्रेनर हैप्पैजर्डली प्लान्स, नो प्रॉब्लम, ये भी हो जाएगा वो भी हो जाएगा, कुछ चीज़ें पूछी नहीं पूछी. सो you know even if I have one training, I'm expecting one training, I would like to know who that one trainee is, who where are we going to sit, किस तरह हम बात करने जा रहे हैं. ओके, उसकी एज क्या है, उसका एक्सपीरियंस क्या है. सो तो ट्रेनिंग के हर एस्पेक्ट को पहले से स्टडी करके जाना. कंटिन्यूइंग बिफोर ट्रेनिंग 2, अभी फिर देखते हैं हम इन कंपैरिजन लाइव ट्रेनर और डेड ट्रेनर में क्या फर्क होता है. एजुकेट्स कस्टमर्स एंड कंपनीज. अच्छा, डेड ट्रेनर क्या करता है, वो कहता है जी, ओ आई एम अ वेरी कॉर्पोरेट पर्सन, ठीक है आपकी ट्रेनिंग है, बस आप ये हो जाएगी, आप इतने पैसे दे दीजिए. व्हाट, यू नो द इंटेग्रिटी and professionalism, these are the values for every field. And for a trainer who is the teacher of the teachers, these have to be much more higher and stronger. You know, you can't just cheat people around. You can't just, you know, uh, uh, keep things hidden. You have to inform people. You have to offer them better solutions. You have to offer them easier ways. You have to get to know what they are, and you have to guide them. Okay, then do it this way. So you should not live with the fear, oh, if I guided them more they'll do it themselves, then why should I, what will I earn, you know. A good guidance will ensure and will give a good image of yourself. So before training, checks venues. Now we live in a technology world. You know, I remember I used to call people and ask on phone, okay, what does this venue look like? And on the other side, whenever I'll sign a training with somebody at a far off venue, so I'll ask, okay, what does this? So I'll get a response. It is a big hall. It is beautiful. You just come over. I would like to know, okay, does this hall have, a separate elevated space? How the chairs are organized? Where are the switches? Where are how the lighting is? माइक्स का क्या है सारा कुछ. तो एक डेट ट्रेनर जो है उसको फिक्र नहीं, वो कहता ठीक है यार वहां जाके देख लेंगे, नो 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 प्रॉब्लम. And a live trainer will check it out. Okay, what my resources are, what resources are available, how are we going to connect to these two things. So, what do you think? Does it make difference? या कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता? Is it too much of a pain to take?
पढ़ता है definitely Kashif, because you come to know about all the details and then you are well aware of. So जगह का बहुत फर्क पड़ता है.
Yeah. So well said. Exactly. So let me get back to the point. So आजकल टेक्नोलॉजी का वर्ल्ड है, वी आर लिविंग इन अ टेक्निकल टेक्नोलॉजी वर्ल्ड. आपको व्हाट्सएप पे 1 मिनट में तस्वीरें, तो मैंने कहता हूँ अच्छा आप ट्रेनिंग करवा रहे हैं कहीं भी. अभी रिसेंटली हम एक लाहौर में ट्रेनिंग थी. सो आई सेड ओके फाइन, सेंड मी द वेन्यू पिक्चर्स. तो उन्होंने ना मुझे सामने से स्टेज की तस्वीर और सामने से पोडियम की तस्वीर वो मुझे भिजवाई. उन्होंने कहा जी ये बहुत अच्छा हॉल है. आई सेड कि जी प्लीज मुझे सामने पूरे हॉल की तस्वीर भेजें और गेट के बाहर जहाँ से एंट्री होती है वो भी बताएं, एंड ये भी बताएं कि क्या आर देयर 2 गेट्स. तो उन्होंने कहा "ओह, ये तो लगता है मारेगा हमें तस्वीरों से ही." बट सो आई गेट गुड आइडिया which gate will I keep as an entry point, an exit point? How am I going to keep myself safe from the interruptions? How would people act and react? But anyways, so these are also important things, and only a live trainer will care for it. Now, very important area, and that is a live trainer tests ideas and activities against practice and context. That trainer क्या कहता है? वो कहता है यार छोड़ो, मैंने ये चीज पढ़ी है, ये बड़ी मजे की है, बस इसको चला दो, ये यहाँ भी चल जाएगी. या मुझे एक ख्याल आ गया है, इसको बस, ये एक तरह से वही है मेरे लिए, ये हरफ आखिर है, जो मुझे ख्याल आ गया ये फाइनल है, दिस विल वर्क. तो फ्लॉट थिंकिंग, और फिर उससे बेड़ा गर्क करके एज अ टीचर वी शुड बी सेंसिटिव, और एज अ ट्रेनर वी शुड बी मोर सेंसिटिव. आपकी एक गलत बात आपके मुंह से निकली हुई वो बहुत ज्यादा लोगों को खराब करेगी. इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ क्योस. तो आपको बहुत ख्याल रखना है. दिस इज द रीजन कि मैं अक्सर आई प्रे टू अल्लाह कि अगर कोई चीज गलत मेरे मुंह से निकल गई है, ओ अल्लाह मेक पीपल फॉरगेट इट, एंड इफ आई हैव सेड समथिंग राइट प्लीज एम्बेड इट इन देयर हार्ट्स. तो इसलिए ये बड़ा इट्स अ वेरी सेंसिटिव एरिया एज वेल. इट इज प्लेयर टू बी अ ट्रेनर बट इट्स अ सेंसिटिव एरिया. अच्छा जी, बिफोर ट्रेनिंग लाइव ट्रेनर ट्रिम्स आउट. वो देखता है अच्छा क्या कम करूं, क्या ज्यादा करूं, इसको ट्रिम आउट करके लेट्स गिव इट अ नाइस शेप. तो डेट ट्रेनर क्या करता है? वो कहता है छोड़ो, लेट्स टेक एवरीथिंग अलोंग, आइडियाज ही आइडियाज डालते जाओ, देयर इज नथिंग फॉर प्रैक्टिस. और हमारे यहाँ थोड़ी सी अनफॉर्चुनेट बात ये भी है कि हमारी जो ऑडियंस भी होती है, वी रियली नीड टू एजुकेट देम. दे आर ऑल्सो वेरी हैप्पी. वो 10 20 40 उसने आइडियाज इकट्ठे कर दिए, वो बड़े खुश. बाद में व्हेन इट कम्स टू ब्रिंग टू प्रैक्टिस, फ्लॉप. no practice. तो एनी लर्निंग, वो बड़े मशहूर तसव्वुफ के स्कॉलर हैं दाता अली हजवेरी जिन्हें कहते हैं, उस्मान अली हजवेरी, लाहौर में उनका मज़ार है, उनकी किताब है कश्फुल माजूब। उसमें उन्होंने बड़ी प्यारी बात लिखी है कि जो इल्म तुम्हें अमल पर आमादा ना करे वो तुम्हें जहन्नम में लेकर जाएगा. सो यू नो, if your training is not inspiring people to practice it, it's useless. और अभी हमारी पार्टिसिपेंट बड़ी अच्छी बड़ी प्यारी बात कह रही थी रिहर्सल के हवाले से. तो लाइव ट्रेनर जो है ना, ड्राई रन इज टर्मिनोलॉजी वी यूज. अगर किसी का ये स्टेज प्ले वगैरह से बैकग्राउंड है तो यू वुड अंडरस्टैंड ड्राई रन का क्या मतलब है. बेसिकली ये फायर डिपार्टमेंट से, अमेरिका से ये कॉन्सेप्ट ओरिजिनेट हुआ था व्हेन दे यूज्ड टू डू रिहर्सल विद दी विदाउट वाटर. तो एनीवेज, मतलब इसका क्या है कि रिहर्सल की जाए, पहले उसको ड्राई रन किया जाए आप अपने काम का. तो अभी आप बात कर रही थी रिहर्सल, हाँ बिल्कुल वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो डेट ट्रेनर कहता है यार मैंने बनाया है, मैंने पढ़ाना है, बस ठीक है, रिहर्सल किस बला का नाम है, कर लेंगे, यू नो. और लाइव ट्रेनर, ये जो लास्ट वाली बुलेट है आपको थोड़ी सी शायद लग रहा हो कि ये गलती से मैंने डाली है, दिस इज द कॉमा. और डेट ट्रेनर के लिए ये है, दिस इज अ फुल स्टॉप. व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय दिस?
Kashif, I feel comma means to continue. It's not to stop. We'll keep on practicing till the day comes. And full stop means everything is over. Now finish, no more practicing, nothing going on.
वेल ग्रेट. अच्छा, स्पेशली इसको स्पेशली एक और कॉन्टेक्स्ट में हमने लेना है, हमने इसको आगे कनेक्ट करना है इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट कि बस ये मैंने डिजाइनिंग जो कर दी है ना, अब इसको मैंने चेंज नहीं करनी, चाहे जो मर्जी हो जाए. ये बहुत एक ये बिल्कुल सिंबल होता है एक डेड ट्रेनर का. वहां गए, आगे नजर आ गया. अभी आज ही जैसे आप, दिस इज एन इनसाइड स्टोरी बट आई कैन शेयर विद द पार्टिसिपेंट्स. आई प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर एग्जैक्ट 1 hour and 45 minutes, but then I was told we might need more time. So I said okay fine, let me look at where can I reduce time. I had already done my dry run, but I said okay fine, I need to take some more time out, और मैं इसको 140 पे ले जाऊंगा. So we took 10 minutes. We had liberty of 10 minutes in the beginning. Hopefully I'll have 10 minutes at the end as well. So that's what it is. Okay, great G. So we are done with the before training phase. Now we are going to go to the in training phase. In training phase is my favorite one. And I've tried, ये जरा जूम के ऊपर थोड़ा सा बोल बोल के बहुत बोर किया जाता है ना लोगों को. So I don't want to sound like a dead trainer. पा 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 पा, तो आपको मुसलसल. So I thought maybe pictures will work better. They'll be worth uh, hundreds of words. तो अभी आप में से कोई कह रहा था, सो अ लाइव ट्रेनर मिंगल्स, डेड ट्रेनर स्टेज अवे. मुझे हैरत होती है, बास ट्रेनर यहाँ तक कहते नहीं नहीं, ट्रेनिंग से थोड़ा दूर ही रहना चाहिए, अलग से कमरे में बंद, और फिर उनके सामने जब आप जाए ना तो इम्पैक्ट अच्छा पड़ता है. यू नो, आई डोंट नो विच रिसर्च टेल्स देम दिस, आई डोंट नो, यू नो. मुझे लगता है दिस इज अ लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस दे हैव. दिस इज द कोर कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ माई एंटायर ट्रेनिंग. इसको टॉपिक भी मैंने इसलिए लाइव ट्रेनर का मैं देता हूं इसको. एंड इट कम्स फ्रॉम दीज 3 पॉइंट्स. रिमेन्स माइंडफुल. मैंने आपको शुरू किया तो इसलिए वो एक्टिविटी करवाई थी जिसमें आपसे कहा गया कि व्हेन वाज द लास्ट टाइम यू डिड समथिंग फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन योर लाइफ, बिकॉज दैट्स वेयर आई वांट यू ऑल टू फोकस कि हम हर लम्हा वी लिव, हर लम्हा हमारे साथ नई चीजें हो रही होती हैं. This is a great life Allah has given us. This life has things to learn for us every moment. Okay. Now, so remaining mindful of whatever is happening all around us is very important. तो आपको अब शायद थोड़ा सा, मैंने जो इमेजेस भी डाले हुए हैं, they are like there's a reason. तो मैं आपको इस इमेज पर लेके जाना चाहता हूँ. The yes, this dead and alive, this cat image, you know. So, what makes a difference for a dead and alive trainer? Your eyes and your ears. Okay, and of course, you speak accordingly. Then, what you hear, what you see. If you're unable to do that, you are dead. Okay, so remaining mindful. So these your ears and your eyes, they feed to your brain, and it should remain active and living during the training. Okay, और फिर वो जो अलाइव ट्रेनर होता है ना, उसको जैसे ही सिग्नल जाते हैं फॉर अ चेंज, रिक्वायर्ड चेंज, अनअवॉइडेबल, तो वो लाइव एडिटर होता है. उसे पता है कि ओके, इवन स्लाइड्स कैन बी एडिटेड, एक्टिविटीज कैन बी एडिटेड, कॉन्सेप्ट्स कैन बी एडिटेड. तो बट objectives have to be very, very carefully edited. Please remember, I am using the word edited. They can be edited, but very, very carefully. Activities, tasks, plenaries, debriefs, discussions, they can be shortened, or they can be, broadened, but objectives have to be very, very carefully edited. पता लगे जी सेशन को एडिट कर दिया, मैं बहुत लाइव ट्रेनर बनता था, तो वो असल ऑब्जेक्टिव जो है वो पूरा ही नहीं हो पाया. एंड ऑफ कोर्स देन अ लाइव ट्रेनर इज अ पीपल्स पर्सन, ऑलवेज कीप्स द ह्यूमन साइड इन माइंड, द ह्यूमन साइड इन माइंड. ओके, मुझे हैरत होती है बाद का, मैं देखता हूँ बड़े सीनियर ट्रेनर्स एडल्ट्स के ऊपर वॉशरूम की भी कदगन लगा देते हैं. हैरत होती है ये हो क्या रहा है, व्हाट इज दिस हैपनिंग विद देम, यू नो. सो दी अब डेड ट्रेनर क्या है, गोज बाय द राइट अप. मैंने ये लिखा था, वर्स्ट थिंग आई सी इन ट्रेनर्स इज, वर्स्ट थिंग, एंड प्लीज नोट इट, जब वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ नोट्स से स्ट्रेट लाइनें पढ़नी शुरू कर देते हैं. प्लीज नेवर डू इट until and unless you are the prime minister of a country. अच्छा, उल्टा हो रहा है ना, प्राइम मिनिस्टर उल्टा काम कर रहे हैं. मैं माजरत के साथ किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के साथ नहीं हूं, बराए मेहरबानी, ट्रेनर को वैसे भी बड़ा ख्याल रखना पड़ता है. बट दी मेरा ख्याल है सबसे ज्यादा केयरफुली जिन्हें टेक्स्ट पढ़नी चाहिए ना लिखा हुआ, वो होते हैं तीन लोग. एक मुल्क के वजीर आजम, एक मौलवी हजरात, उन्हें जो है वो करना चाहिए कि जी वो लिखी हुई, और एक वो बच्चा स्टूडेंट जिस बेचारे का भी ब्रेन डेवलप हो रहा है, तो वो पढ़ के चीजों को समझ ले. तो हमारे यहाँ उलट हो रहा है, ट्रेनर क्या कर रहा है, पूरा पूरा सफा पढ़ के सुना रहा है, पूरा सफा पढ़ के खुद समझ रहा है एक्टिविटी मैंने क्या देनी थी. यू नो, दैट्स नॉट लाइक अ ट्रेनर. इफ यू हैव प्रिपेयर्ड वेल, यू नो एवरीथिंग. अच्छा, फिर राइट अप में से एक कॉमा और फुल स्टॉप भी चेंज नहीं हो रहा, ये फॉरएवर बन गया, पब्लिश फॉरएवर. एक ट्रेनिंग बन गई, ये 10 साल चलेगी, वही बातें चलती रहेंगी. सो इट्स मोर लाइक दैट ट्रेनर इज अ प्रोसेस पर्सन, इज अ प्रोसेस पर्सन, इट्स नॉट अ ह्यूमन पर्सन. तो ह्यूमन साइड जो है ना, वो ट्रेनर के लिए बड़ी जरूरी है, ध्यान में रखना. तो अब जैसे ह्यूमन साइड तो इस वक्त शायद कह रही होगी आप सबको चाय चाहिए, है ना. तो क्या करें अब, ये जूम वाले उसके अंदर इसका, यू कैन ऑल्सो टेक एन एडवांटेज, यू कैन कीप अ कप ऑफ टी विद यू एंड एंजॉय इट सिप बाय सिप. और अगर हमारे पास होते तो हम इस दरमियान आपको चाय ऑफर कर देते. तो प्रोसेस पर्सन से इसके नहीं जी नहीं, बैठे रहे यहाँ पे मेरे सामने सारे, एंड द ट्रेनिंग विल गो ऑन. सो well, take a break whenever you feel like, and let me know when you're tired. uh, Calls by name, I'm lucky that I have a smaller group now, so I can always call names. I know Lareb is with us, Farheen is with us, Mrs. Azrali is with us, so I can easily take the names. And if I create groups, uh, okay, all right, so perfect, no issues. No, the bread trainer focuses on few. वो क्या करता है, अपने फेवरेट दो बंदे उठा लिए या दो ही के नाम याद हो गए, तो फिर काशिफ 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 चल रहा है, या पप्पू पप्पू पप्पू, पप्पू इज द फेवरेट, पप्पू ही की, पप्पू तुम बताओ, पप्पू से पूछा, पप्पू बहुत अच्छा, पप्पू। सो ट्रेनिंग बिकम्स अ पप्पू सेंटर्ड ट्रेनिंग. So teaming up is not my job. Whether people talk to each other or not is not my job. My
आई एम
job
वेटिंग
is.
कि वो तस्वीरों का उन्होंने कहा है तो, वरना वो सब, हाँ इसलिए कि फिर घर मैंने भी आई विल
ये
हैव टू
आपकी
टेक अ
आवाज आ
कैब।
रही है?
अच्छा, मैं तो समझ रहा था कि
ओके, परफेक्ट जी, म्यूट कर दिया. Thank God that we have acquaintance with the technology, you know. So that's what a life trainer has to be. You have to learn every aspect of the training. Okay. So during trainer, and a life trainer cares for the trainees, you know, cares for the trainees, कि कितने हैं, कौन है, कैसे हैं, कैसे चल रहा है. जो डेट ट्रेनर है केयर्स फॉर पॉपुलैरिटी, मुझे पॉपुलर होना है. अब ट्रेनिंग इतने थोड़े आए हैं तो वैसे ही वो, ये अब मैं क्या पढ़ाऊँ, पैशन ही आधा, ये तो मैंने तो बहुत ज़्यादा लोग आने चाहिए थे. सो मेरे सामने तो 1,000 लोग बैठते थे, आज सिर्फ 8 बैठे हुए हैं या 5 बैठे हुए हैं, तो नो, कम ऑन, इवन इफ वन पर्सन इज सिटिंग, माई पैशन शुडंट डाई, and let others lead. So, mashallah, I've seen जैसे हमारी young graduate हैं, she's coming forward and talking and taking lead. तो मैं कहूँ नहीं 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 नहीं, आप तो भी ग्रेजुएट है बेटे, आपको क्या पता हो, मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि कैसे स्पीच की तैयारी की जाती है. तो शी वुड ऑल्सो थिंक कि सर आई हैव प्रैक्टिकली डन इट, आई नो इट, दिस इज माई फील्ड. आई शुड ऑल्सो रियलाइज कि हाँ भाई बिल्कुल, दिस इज योर फील्ड, यस, आई एम श्योर यू आर डूइंग इट बेटर. तो हेल्प अदर्स लीड्स. True leaders are the ones who create leaders. ठीक है, not the followers only. तो I'll be more happy if you become trainer rather than कि नहीं नहीं नहीं, और ट्रेनर बन गए तो पता नहीं मैं कहाँ जाऊंगा. भाई मैं कहाँ जाऊंगा, Pakistan needs many trainers and Allah has many things for us. We will also grow when we'll help people grow. Okay, so during training, a live trainer changes rules, changes moods, uses spaces. Okay, uh, so डेट ट्रेनर रिजिड. अच्छा, बाज तो पोडियम के साथ जुड़ जाते हैं वहीं खड़े होके, हिलते ही नहीं अपनी जगह से. अरे भाई, वहां अगेन वही बात है कि वो और जो जॉब रोल्स होते हैं जिन्हें वहां खड़ा होना होता है. दे लुक आर्टिफिशियल, दे वेयर फेसेस which are not natural to them. It is good to change hats. It's a concept of training where trainer takes different roles, but putting on an artificial face is never ever recommended. Stay natural, bring improvement in it. और a life trainer जो है ना, वो uses every possibility for an effective training. तो every possibility के हवाले से I have something something great to share with you, very interesting. I'm sure you'll like it. You'll like it more than my this continuous lecturing. So enjoy that. uh, this is your fun time, have fun, enjoy it, and let me play it for you all. Just let me know if you are able to, just a minute, if you are able to see it properly. मुझे बता दीजिएगा, then I'll mute my, sorry, this is becoming a trouble. Are you able to see the screen and the video? Let me know in the chat box.
Yes, but
Okay,
there's
enjoy
no
it.
sound. Yes, now the sound is coming.
So, did you enjoy creating every possibility? How is it?
Def- Definitely landed over.
Okay. So, uh, that's like an alive trainer. Let's move forward. During training, a live trainer uses technology confidently. Uh, of course, I mean, अगर आपको जरा सा कुछ होने पर, if you're running here and there, I've seen people who are unable to even use multimedia properly. They are great trainers. They always need somebody to come forward and help for a multimedia. So as a trainer, you have to learn to use all these things yourself, even where to place the screen, where to place, and these days, the Zoom, online technologies, and various other apps. So, whenever I have to go for an online training, I ask people, okay, which app are you going to use? And I try to make sure that I explore all parts of it so that when I go online, I should be able to control it. So, but on the other hand, while that trainer relies on others, that trainers are very happy to, what? They are using cell phone all the time during the training. Come on, I mean, the gadgets are for support, not to irritate people. You're here for training, not to continue with your personal matters. So during learning, during training, learning is the focus. You concentrate on learning. That trainer sells laughter. लतीफ़े के बाद लतीफ़ा, जोक के बाद जोक, और पता नहीं क्या-क्या, और लोग भी हँस-हँस के ओ हो ऐसे जनाब पेट में बल पड़ रहे हैं और बड़े खुश। अब मुसीबत ये है कि जैसे उस्ताद वैसे स्टूडेंट, या पता नहीं जैसे स्टूडेंट वैसे उस्ताद, क्या कहना चाहिए मुझे। अनफॉर्चुनेटली कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर में भी अक्सर ये जी हँसा दें आप, भाई देन कॉल अ स्टैंड अप कॉमेडियन, डोंट कॉल मी एज अ ट्रेनर। मैं यूजुअली आई टेल इन माय कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर क्लाइंट्स कि प्लीज डोंट कॉल मी एज अ ट्रेनर. I can't make people laugh all the time. I do try to make them laugh also. वैसे तो मुझे देख के ही शायद हंस लेते हो थोड़ा बहुत, but the I can't just be selling laughters. So फिर एक एक नई मुसीबत बन गई है ट्रेनिंग के अंदर कि जी बस किसी को गलत नहीं कहना। एडल्ट्स नाराज हो जाते हैं और इसी चक्कर में वो गलत कह रहे हैं, आप इसको एक्नॉलेज कर लेते हैं, बाकी सब वो गलत चीज सीख लेते हैं। नो, यू डोंट डू दैट। You have to concentrate on the development. You have to make sure that the people get the right answers, they have the right solutions. So, and then alive trainers, they ask and encourage questions. Why? Because Allah loves it. In Quran, Allah says, "Afala yanzurun." Allah asks questions. Wama adraka. So Allah asks such questions to incite curiosity. You should ask questions. Let participants ask you questions and just tell them, okay, I might not know the answer. I'll try to find out the answer. If you don't know the answer, just say, no, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer. I'll try to look for it. The Some attributed to the second caliph and some attributed to the fourth caliph, Hazrat Umar or Hazrat Ali, or whoever said it, it's a beautiful thing. Half of the knowledge lies in saying, no, I don't know. If you don't know, just say it out. डेट ट्रेनर को लगता है सवाल पूछने वाले ब्रेन ईटर्स होते हैं। जिस बंदे की ये फिलॉसफी हो, मेरा ख्याल से ट्रेनिंग में नहीं आना चाहिए। ड्यूरिंग ट्रेनर, लाइव ट्रेनर जो है वो टाइम के हिसाब से टेलर करता है, ट्रांजिट करता है ग्रेजुअली, अनसर्टेनिटीज को भी डील करता है। डेट ट्रेनर, नो, आई हैव टू कवर द होल ऑल द स्लाइड्स कंप्लीट, चाहे आप लोगों को की बस निकल जाए, चाहे आप रात हो जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, आपको इमरजेंसी हो जाए, आपको पूरा सुन के जाना होगा। रन्स विथ थिंग्स। फिर वो प्लानिंग अच्छी नहीं होती तो और कोई सरप्राइज अपनी चीजें देख के सरप्राइज हो जाते हैं, ये मैंने लिखा था, असल में कॉपी किया था ना कहीं से, नेट से, तो वो सरप्राइज व्हाट है। ओके, सो डेट ट्रेनर यूजेस ओरिजिनल वर्क अ लाइफ ट्रेनर। तो मैंने आपके साथ जो ये जो सारी ट्रेनिंग बनाई है बेस्ड ऑन माय प्रैक्टिसेस, उसमें भी मैंने कोशिश की है साथ साथ मैं ऑथेंटिक बुक्स से रेफरेंसेस जरूर देख लूं कि क्या ये जो मैं बातें कह रहा हूँ, ये मेरी अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, ये किस हद तक ठीक है। सो वी शुड बी केयरफुल अबाउट इट। और किताबें तो जाहिर है हमें पढ़नी चाहिए। कोट्स अनऑथेंटिक, बॉडी लैंग्वेज का इस्तेमाल। अगर मैं आप सबको यूं पढ़ा रहा होता तो आप माशाल्लाह बहुत खुशी से और आराम से बैठ के पढ़ते, आपको तकलीफ कम होती है ना। So, you can't do that. You have to use body language, smile, appreciation, acknowledgement. You don't, you don't have to be an announcer all the time. So, or a speaker. You are a trainer. So, अच्छा, फिर हमारे यहाँ माशाल्लाह ऐसे भी ट्रेनर बन जाते हैं, उन्हें ये नहीं पता हो कि आई कांटेक्ट का ग्रुप के साथ इस्तेमाल कैसे हो रहा होता है। अब किसी को देख रहे हैं, किसी ने सवाल पूछ लिया, उसको ऐसे देख रहे हैं, वो बेचारा ओह, गड़बड़ा ही जाए आगे से। हाउ डू यू लुक एट पीपल? आप एन पैटर्न से देखते हैं या आप जी पैटर्न से देखते हैं ग्रुप्स को, पता ही नहीं होता उन्हें। अच्छा जी, अब आपको एक द गुरु ऑफ एनवीसी, कैन यू गेस हु इज द गुरु ऑफ एनवीसी, नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन का गुरु कौन है? आई नो यू नो इट ऑल, यू जस्ट हैव टू ट्राई अ लिटिल स्मार्ट थिंकिंग। हम सब ने, वी हैव ऑल एंजॉयड वॉचिंग हिम। कुछ ने अपने बचपन में, कुछ ने अपने बुढ़ापे में। हमारे सब बड़े यंग लोग बैठे हैं तो इसलिए बचपन में ही कह सकता हूँ। द गुरु ऑफ एनवीसी कौन है? एनी गेसेस? If the recording would not have been an issue, I would have forced everybody to keep the video on, ताकि मुझे पता तो कि आप लोग इस वक्त क्या कर रहे हैं। But anyways, I am assuming and hoping that you are all with me. Uh, let's see this Guru of NVC. Yeah, so Larry was quick to respond. Charlie Chaplin. Yeah. Isn't it truly the guru of non-verbal communication? Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it, and that gave me also a respite, a break to, yeah, think for a few things and think of how are we going to do the rest of the part, the training part. Uh, yeah, Mr. Bean, yes, yes, he is also. But I talked about the guru. Okay, so Mr. Bean is also equally good. Now, so the last thing during training, an alive trainer inspires everybody, inspires to do more, inspires to do like him, inspires to, connect to other people. And that trainer exhausts the trainees. They have to run back home and sleep immediately, or they might, get some trouble, high blood pressure or low brain sugar. So that's exhaust trainees. Now, that was all about the trainer during training, second phase. Now, before I come to the third phase, which one did you like the most? Let me show you the list. I know it's tiny, it's too small for you to read, but I've just tried to put all of them together. And I just made a connection also. These are 18 points with respect to my 18 years of experience in training. So sort of I've attributed one point to 1 year, uh, you know, 1 point learning of out of my 1 year of training. So which one do you think in alive trainers? Which one do you think is the most important for you to take care of?
Um, I feel Kashif, each one of them, it's very, very difficult
I
to
I
isolate
know it's
anyone. They're all
now, but give me a minute. There is a reason. Okay, somebody saying, okay, Radev is saying I was not audible. My question is that which one from this list of alive trainers, which one is the most important for you to consider? I mean, the reason I'm asking this question is I understand all these are important for a trainer to stay alive, but maybe some of them you are naturally doing. You're already good with that. Okay, so that's the reason I'm asking you this question. Which one would you like should be a top priority for you to consider? And at the same time I would like you to also identify, you may not like to let me know, which one would you like to consider from the list of dead trainers to be eliminated from your personality. you know Maybe you are not a people's person but you want to be a trainer, so you need to erase it out, that you stay away from people, you connect to people, you start doing it, you start forcing yourself to gradually uh, get mixed up with people. So, you, anyways, you could
from the
definitely
life
take a time.
trainer. I like, if you're a people person, if you bring yourself to the level of the learner, there, the learner starts understanding and, keep the person or the training in mind for a longer duration.
True.
So, people's
Great.
person. Okay.
Great. Great. Yeah, and yeah, Lareb is also saying each and every point is necessary. Okay, and well, I understand that, but okay, so now let's get to the third phase. And as I said earlier, our focus has remained on we have covered all these points one by one, and I tried to explain things to you. But in case you want to know more about anything, maybe in the question and answer sessions. But after training now, that's the third phase. We covered before training, during training, and now after training. You have done training, you have finished it up. But when I'm saying after training, it does not mean only when the training is finished. See, please, the explanation also. It includes breaks, when there are breaks, or immediately before and after the session. They're also part of this phase. Okay. Now, for this phase, how the alive trainer acts and how the dead trainer acts. So, let's look at that. Now, a live trainer spares time. That trainer pretends is too busy. A live trainer would love to have evaluations. People have a right to evaluate me. If I've done good, I should be confident I'll be appreciated. I've done bad, I should be told. Either I should not be doing it again or correct myself. In both cases, it's beneficial to me. But that trainers hates evaluations. And even I even hear people say, uh, मेरी वैल्यूएशन होगी, मेरी वैल्यूएशन होगी. I mean, come on. If they could be your audience, they also have the right to evaluate you. तो कहते हैं ये कल के बच्चे मुझे जज करेंगे. सो आई ऑलवेज से, अगर कल के बच्चों ने आपकी बात सुन ली है तो लेट दिस कल के बच्चे जज यू ऑल्सो. And please feel free to enjoy your cup of coffee or tea. That's what is the advantage with these online trainings. Remains connected. A live trainer. और डेड ट्रेनर क्या कहता है? डन फॉर एवर. ट्रेनिंग करा दी, भूल जाओ, खत्म. हम्म? अच्छा, बाद लोग तो अपने नंबर्स भी बिल्कुल शेयर करना उसको भी गुनाह समझते हैं, बाद में तंग करेंगे ट्रेनिंग्स, कंपनीज की खास तौर पे जब ट्रेनिंग करवाते हैं तो. फुलफिल्स कमिटमेंट्स. लाइफ ट्रेनर अगर कोई बात कहता है, कोई वादा किसी ने पूछा तो कहा हाँ मैं आपको फलां चीज इस तरह से वो, और दैट ट्रेनर टू बिजी टू रिस्पॉन्ड, टाइम ही नहीं है जी. लाइफ ट्रेनर रिस्पॉन्ड्स टाइमली यूजुअली. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमारे अभी कुरान क्लासेस चल रही होती हैं तो हमारी कोशिश होती है कि साथ ही जैसे क्लास हो द मटेरियल शुड रीच द ट्रेनिंग्स. सो अगर लेट हो तो फिर जाहिर है उसका वो इम्पैक्ट नहीं रहता. टू स्लो टू रिप्लाई. लाइफ ट्रेनर लिसन्स टू पर्सनल इश्यूज. आप ये बात याद रखिएगा, इट कुड बी पेनफुल फॉर यू, इट माइट बी टाइम टेकिंग, इट कुड बी मेकिंग ओवर कमिटमेंट. हमेशा याद रखें योर ट्रेनिंग कॉस्ट शुड इंक्लूड, अगर नहीं है तो शुड इंक्लूड योर पर्सनल सपोर्ट टू द ट्रेनिंग्स, and you must always have time for them. If people have got inspiration from you, they would look up to you for solving their issues and problems. तो इसलिए यू कैन नॉट जस्ट क्लोज योर सेल्फ. तो ट्रेनर्स को मैं सुनता हूँ कहते हैं नहीं नहीं भाई ट्रेनिंग करवा दी, अब ये मुझे पता नहीं कहानियां सुनाएंगे, स्ट्रेसेस, अब मैं इनके साथ कंडोलेंसेस करती रहूँ, दिस इज और करता रहूँ, ये दिस नॉट माई जॉब. दैट्स अनफेयर. देन यू आर नॉट अ ट्रेनर. I understand there is a difference between a mentor, a coach, or a counselor and a trainer, but trainer has them all. ये आप याद रखें जी. आफ्टर ट्रेनिंग का चूंकि मैं इस पर इसलिए ज़्यादा फोकस नहीं कर रहा, हमारा फोकस ड्यूरिंग ट्रेनिंग पर रहा है. तो अलाइव ट्रेनर जो है वो राइट्स बैक. डेड ट्रेनर क्या कहता है? आई एम पेड ओनली फॉर ट्रेनिंग. बात खत्म. A live trainer sends credible reading material. Dead trainer consider sparing extra time. वो कहते नहीं जी, it's a waste. That's not my job. A live trainer develops fair relations, and I've seen डेट ट्रेनर्स वो क्या करते हैं, अच्छा ये जो है ना ये कंपनी में ज्यादा वो है, इसके साथ ताल्लुकात बनाओ, ये बंदा फलां बैकग्राउंड से आ रहा है, इसको ज्यादा तारीफ करो, यू नो, इससे ज्यादा अटैच हो. सेग्रीगेट्स इन फेलोशिप. लाइव ट्रेनर प्रोफेशनल रिलेशनशिप बनाता है. डेट ट्रेनर पर्सनल कॉन्टेक्स्ट बनाता है. मेरे साथ ट्रेनर्स आई नो वेरी वेल, और मुझे बड़ा अजीब सा भी लगता था कि वो जब लोगों के साथ अजीब अजीब पर्सनल फेवर्स भी उनसे लेना शुरू कर देते थे, तो आई नेवर लाइक्ड इट. एनीवेज, ट्रेनिंग डीब्रीफ, कि ट्रेनिंग के खात्मे के बाद उसके बारे में जो है ना बात की जाए. डेट ट्रेनर कहता है ये तो वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम है, बस एक उम्र हो गई है 10 20 15 साल. वैसे तो लोग साल एक कुछ करवा ले तो कहते हैं जी बड़ा एक्सपीरियंस है मेरे पास. राइट्स रिपोर्ट. डेट ट्रेनर कहते हैं ये असिस्टेंट की जॉब है, ट्रेनिंग तुमने करवाई है. आई मीन इवन इफ दे आर हेल्पिंग यू आउट, यू आर सपोज टू बी इन इट. ओके, यू आर सपोज टू बी इन इट. एंड now what I'm going to do on the coming slide is I'm going are there any questions or something? There is some sound. I think I need to mute all and allow you also to. Okay. All right. So that was the after training phase in which we have covered. Actually, interestingly, I don't know whether you will notice or not. I've done some number work in it as well. Uh, the the during training phase had 18 points, which is the total number of years I have been in training. The before and after has 12 points each. If you add 18 and 12 makes 30. So 30 makes 60, which is the number of online sessions I've conducted during these times. So that's my way of placing things. So it also makes for my brain to remember things easily, even if I skip something. Now, for this, for a better brain or good ideas, there is another book. This person, Harry Lorraine, is considered the guru of memory uh, enhancement. So, Memory Mastery is a book. It helps you to have better memory, and better memory is a must for teachers, of course, for trainers as well, because you have to remember things, to reproduce them better, and you have to connect them better. तो अब आते हैं जी दी in a nutshell what an alive trainer has to be like. Okay, the last slide for an alive trainer. So there are three things. Number one, the alive trainer has to be a good reader. A live trainer reads. What does he read? Books, people. What does it mean, reads people? Gee, who would like to let me know what does it mean? Read people, क्या वो palmist होना चाहिए? What does it mean?
That is, I think it's meant that by observing people and their life, you're learning from them. So I feel that. And the next one seems to be the different processes where people do from them whatever we learn. So we are quite people, we observe more and we see how things are going on, and we just look at the rear mirror and learn from them. I feel that.
Very well said. Yeah, the reads books is simple. I mean, reading books, of course, and that's instrumental to success in many areas, especially in training. और उसमें मुझे हमेशा इशफाक साहब की वो बात याद आ जाती है कि जो कौम सस्ती किताबों को महंगे जूतों को सस्ती किताबें खरीदने पर तरजीह दे, उसको जूते ही पढ़ने चाहिए। तो किताबों के हवाले से तो प्लीज़ आप सबसे भी ये रिक्वेस्ट है, अगर आप ट्रेनिंग की फील्ड में जा रहे हैं तो प्लीज़ रीडिंग को सबसे पहले अपना सबसे बड़ा हथियार बनाइए। मिसेस मुदस्सिर, मैंने अनम्यूट कर दिया, यू वांट टू से समथिंग?
Well said,
सॉरी, देयर इज सम वॉइस इशू। जी। अ, अ,
Ji Kashif, I just wanted to add to reading people thing. I feel that reading people is understanding them from the day one. जब training start कर रहे हैं, अगर पूरे दिन की भी है तो उस लोगों से आप observe कर रहे होते हैं लोगों को, how they react, how they give their opinion. So that is very very important. क्योंकि consolidate करके then only you are able as a trainer to create an image about them and the sort of help that they need.
सॉरी, आई एम म्यूटिंग यू, देयर इज लॉट्स ऑफ साउंड कमिंग फ्रॉम आपके, शायद लाइन में कोई इशू है। अच्छा, इसमें एक एक चीज आप याद रखें कि रीडिंग बुक्स इज ग्रेट, बट एक अच्छा ट्रेनर जो है वो, जैसे मिसेस अजरा अली कह रही थी और जैसे मिसेस मुदस्सिर कह रही हैं, कि एक तो ट्रेनिंग में भी ऑफ कोर्स उनको रीड करना, उनको जानना, पर इन लाइफ ऑब्जर्विंग, उन्होंने बड़ा अच्छा एक वर्ड यूज किया कि ऑब्जर्व करना लोगों को, और लोगों को मेरा एक नेफ्यू है, तो वो अक्सर हम किताबों की रीडिंग के बारे में बात कर रहे होते हैं, तो वो मुझसे कभी पूछता है कि आजकल आप क्या पढ़ रहे हैं, तो मैं उसे जवाब में कहता हूँ मैं किताबें जिंदगी पढ़ रहा हूँ। तो वो मुझे कहता है ये किताब ज़िंदगी क्या है? तो मैं उसे कहता हूँ मैं आजकल लोगों को ऑब्ज़र्व कर रहा हूँ। एंड एक्चुअली आई कीप समटाइम्स व्हेन आई स्पेशली मेक ऑब्जर्वेशन के लोग अच्छा कैसे वो, एंड देयर इज लॉट्स ऑफ लर्निंग ऑल अराउंड अस. आपकी अच्छी ऑब्जर्वेशन. You would know many people in history, they have not read any books. By the way, at no point I would say कि जी खाली आप लोगों को ऑब्जर्व करें. Books are extremely important. But they, having read people well, they excelled in life. So आपसे मैं ये कहूँगा कि read books, read people, read processes. ये बड़ा ज़रूरी है ट्रेनर के लिए खास तौर पे, बिकॉज यू हैव टू ब्रिंग द बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस टू दम कि हाउ द प्रोसेसेस कैन बी डन बेटर. और आप जब अच्छे लेवल पे जब हम ये कंपनीज में या उसमें जाते हैं तो एक ऑफिस के अंदर टी सर्व होने के प्रोसेस से लेकर और ईमेल के राउट होने और सप्लाई चेन से लेकर फ्रॉम द इनपुट द रिसेप्शन से लेकर और एंड यूजर तक, ये सारे जो प्रोसेसेस होते हैं ना, इसको भी ट्रेनिंग की जरूरत होती है उसकी इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए. तो अच्छा ट्रेनर जो होता है वो इन तीनों चीजों पर गौर करता है. पहला तो ये बात हो गई. दूसरी बात, रिसर्चेस. तो रिसर्चेस में आई वॉन्ट गो इन डिटेल, यू ऑल अंडरस्टैंड दैट पास्ट प्रेजेंट एंड फ्यूचर. सिर्फ ये नहीं कि आजकल क्या हो रहा है, थोड़ा सा आपको पास्ट ट्रेंड का अगर पता हो उस चीज के, प्रेजेंट का, और फ्यूचर व्हाट इज लाइकली टू बी इन फ्यूचर. तो अच्छा ट्रेनर जो होता है ना, इवन आप एक सिंपल सी बात ले लें कि अब आगे की नीड क्या है इसमें, तो जाहिर है उसमें हम कहते हैं ऑनलाइन टेक्नोलॉजी, इंस्ट्रक्शनल टेक्नोलॉजी के अंदर लोगों की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत बढ़ती जा रही है. तो वो हम उसके अकॉर्डिंगली फिर जाहिर है चीज़ों को बेहतर करेंगे, खुद को भी बेहतर करेंगे. और सब चीज़ों की जान जो है ना जी, वो है लाइफ ट्रेनर रिफ्लेक्ट्स. और रिफ्लेक्शन कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है उसके लिए एक देयर इज अ सेइंग ऑफ द प्रॉफिट सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, एंड द प्रॉफिट ऑफ अल्लाह सेज कंटेम्पलेशन, contemplation, which is deep focused thinking or reflection for a moment, is better than 60 years of worship. It is narrated by Abu Huraira, who is Prince of Hadith, mentioned in Tirmizi and Ibn Majah. Extremely important. Since the time Mrs. Mudassir is here with me, and she knows we as a trainer always focus a lot on reflection. I used to promote reflection a lot as a Western concept when I did not know about this hadith. But having learned this hadith and then read Quran, I've realized our religion focuses a lot on reflection. So reflects personally, and as a trainer, you have to also understand the difference between reflection in action and reflection on action. While you are, ये जो सामने मैंने पिक्चर लगाई हुई है ना, ये रिफ्लेक्शन इन एक्शन की लगाई हुई है. तो in action you should be able to see yourself, your inner stronger self, whether it is coming out or not. And of course on action, what things were done better and what things needs to be improved is always advisable. तो इसके साथ ही हमारा ये सेशन जो है इज कमिंग टूवर्ड्स द लास्ट स्लाइड. और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आई ट्राइड कि मैं अपने वक्त से आई शुडंट बी गोइंग ओवरबोर्ड. आई थैंक यू ऑल for being with me. We were a small group, but I think we were an interactive group. I must appreciate each one of you. Uh, Lare, being a young participant, was very active. We had Sarish coming in and going out. Fareen was with us. Our very senior colleague, Mrs. Azra Ali, Mrs. Rafia Mudassar also joined us. So it's been a good interactive experience. I hope I'm not missing out anybody. So I thank you all once again. This is time for comments and questions. I would like to once again say offer special thanks to Mrs. Rafia Mudassir. Nurul Huda Foundation is definitely doing great job. and Vision Education Global as well. Um, if you like to connect to me, my email ID is here, kashif.ipd@iau.edu.pk. If you ever write to me, do mention this workshop so that I know the context. My office landline number is also mentioned with Islamabad code 926 and my cell number is 0333 I'll once again thank you all for sparing your time and staying connected and staying active. With a smaller group, it becomes even difficult. But since you were all interactive, so I enjoyed being with you all. Any questions? You can ask questions by raising hand or writing in the chat box, whatever makes you comfortable.
Any questions, girl? We're waiting for you. Okay. So a little feedback here I'll share. Meanwhile, I'll give you time, 5 minutes time, Larip, Sehrish, and I'll also be writing since I'm a part of it. And at the end, I'm going to ask Ms. Rafia to share a few things over here if she's available. So I must say that my finding for today's workshop was I look at it as an alphabet of a training, like ABC of training. So when I look at it, all those points that you have jotted down, they're interconnected with each other. And I find they are a layout, a program for a good trainer. Everything has been laid out over here. So if the girls are looking to become a trainer in future, they can find everything on this one chart of 18 plus 12 plus 12 things over here from you. So definitely it's again I'll say a life trainer was in ABC for me to A to Z of training. So lovely workshop, and definitely for young trainers, they will look into it. They are going to reflect back on it and see how many points they can, you know, put into their own training sessions. I'm sure Sarish is a good trainer, and I was listening to Lareb. I know that she has taken that step, and I'm sure they are going to do wonders. And your workshop is going to definitely help them. Again, thank you so very much. So I give you 5 minutes. Please, if you want to write your reviews over here, we'll be grateful. Meanwhile, you're writing the reviews, I request Ms. Rafia, do you want to share anything with us?
I just want to say that I hope आवाज आ रही है क्योंकि ज्यादा मुझे लग रहा है ट्रैफिक की आवाज आ रही होगी. I'm stuck in traffic at
It's
Yasinabad.
better now. It's better and clear now.
Acha. So the thing is that I feel that there is more responsibility on trainers of grooming and development of people they are dealing with than those who are motivational speakers and presenters only. Because एक जो हमारे यहाँ common हो गया पाकिस्तान में वो ये है कि people think कि सारे एक ही line में है ना, motivational speakers भी, presenters भी, and people who are there for one session. The thing is that training is a more rigorous job, and I'm sure Kashif ne sara detail mein isko cover kiya hoga. So all the participants there, it is a very very big responsibility because you need to know yourself well also. कि आपके क्या blind spots हैं as a trainer. Because over time I learned and I groomed myself. I am a very serious sort of a person. फिर मैंने आहिस्ता आहिस्ता अपने आप को ट्रेनिंग विद द फॉरेन ट्रेनर्स जिसमें एक जो कॉमन रहे मेरे एंड ही इज नाउ नो मोर लास्ट ईयर ही पास्ड अवे डोनाल्ड मैकडोनाल्ड अ वेरी ह्यूमरस trainer. So that is one thing that I learned from him, that humor is a good part of it should be a part of training. Or as a trainer अगर आपके अंदर like मेरा अपना weak area ये था कि not very open to jokes and not very open to things के जो थोड़ा सा fun side पर हों, तो मैंने अपने आप को ये groom किया है over time. So becoming a trainer, apart from being lively and alive and bringing out the best that you have to serve others, you need to really assess yourself well as a trainer. So that is what I feel. मेरी जो training का experience है उससे मैं ये समझती हूँ कि ये बहुत जरूरी है किसी को भी अच्छा trainer बनने के लिए कि वो अपने आप को improve भी करे खुद भी.
True.
Thank you.
Very well said. Actually, connecting to your, I think, and since we have worked together, we have a similar philosophy and we overlap on a number of things. I agree with you, of course. I mean, humor adds life to the training. लेकिन आजकल एक वो जो मैं दरमियान में बात कर रहा था ट्रेंड चल गया ना कि वो जो सेलिंग लाफ्टर्स बस आप स्टैंड अप कॉमेडियन बन जाए तो वो दैट्स अनदर एक्सट्रीम एंड ऑफ कोर्स स्टेइंग टू सीरियस एंड टू is another extreme. So yes, having healthy humor in it and wearing a good smile on your face adds lots of value to the training uh, training experience for the trainees.
Yes, I meant the difficult times, Kashif. Actually, ना कहीं एकदम से टेंशन आ जाती है या पार्टिसिपेंट्स डिस्कशन में कोई ऐसा पॉइंट ले आते हैं जो काफी सीरियस किस्म का होता है. So to fizzle that out, you should know how to handle it with
Yeah,
humor.
yeah.
कि and that is what I learned from Donald. कि हम लोग अच्छे खासे सीरियस टेंशन में बैठे होते थे कि भाई अब इसका क्या जवाब है, इसको कैसे करना है, या आर्ग्यूमेंट चल रहा होता था, and he would say something and everyone would just break off laughing.
Yeah.
So that was really something that I observed a lot and tried कि ये चीज मुझे भी आनी चाहिए.
Mm. That's true, true, and a good quality also.
Okay, we have definitely absorbed a lot, and we are going to. We have been thinking when we have been in action, and we are going to think about it once we'll be out of this process and see how we can improve our training. Thank you, Rafia Mudassir. Thank you, participants, Larry. And we are missing Fareen here. She was with us, and Sarish was also with us. So, inshallah, we'll hope to see you soon
Inshallah.
with us with the same platform. Inshallah.
Thank you, Ji.
Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow. Be there on time. Thank you so very much.
Inshallah.
Rafia, thank you.
Okay, Ji. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you everyone. Thank you so much Kashif for your time and your energy and input. And मैं फिर बाकी आपका सेशन बैठूंगी अब रात को देखूंगी.
Okay, Ji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Allah
Okay,
Hafiz.
Allah.